Kopla, and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online with the KDF. This is part 9, Destiny, where we will carry on the Fek'lhri story arc and find out how the Empire is going to deal with this, with the demons from Greffor. In the last part, we fought off the attack by the Fek'lhri on QO'NOS itself and saved Chancellor John Pock. Didn't exactly get a medal for it, but I guess it was the honour of saving him. Maybe we owe him. Maybe he'll owe us a favour in the future. Who knows? Anyway, while I'm messing about, I shall let the Chancellor speak.
It is my duty as Chancellor to do something about the threat of the Fek'lhri. I think you are the best officer for this task. Report to me in the High Council chamber on QO'NOS. We will discuss what you can do for your Empire.
Okay, so we shall accept that.
Serve the Empire well. Kapla!
So, the Chancellor himself, he's down here. You've been down from the first city, so if I show it as if you've been down from the first city, you can pick this mission. You picked it up from space, basically. The transporters are over there. Just walk out, turn right, straight ahead, and walk straight ahead. And this is the Great Hall. Could have just held him from outside, but yeah, we don't want to mess about with that. There's a fellow gaunt. We shall speak to Chimpak.
Heed the call of the warrior.
The
Claim the honor due your family.
So, the return of the Fek'lhri. The legends say that the return of the Fek'lhri heralds the rise of Molor, and that if Molor ascends from Greffor, he will rule an empire of blood for 1,000 years. I do not know how much of these old stories I believe. The Fek'lhri have starships. They have weapons equivalent to our own. This could be an enemy wearing the shape of our ancient enemies, like a mark that hide their own dark plans. The Council was divided on this matter. Some firmly believe that the Fek'lhri besieging the Empire are the same enemies Khaless fought 1,000 years ago. Others whisper that about the Herc, or even Federation tricks. I no longer know what to believe. All I know is that it's my duty to defend the Empire. Those on the Council who say that the Fek'lhri are the spawn of the Greffor tell me that the sword of Khaless is essential for our defence, and I have agreed to send a ship and crew to pursue the line of investigation. I have chosen you, one of our finest warriors, to do this. I know little about the legends of the sword. I recommend that you begin speaking to the law seekers in the courtyard outside the Great Hall. They should be able to tell you more about this blade and why it is special.
Serve the Empire well.
So we learn about the sword of Khaless from the Lord Singers. So either side is Lord Singer Belrel. You learn about all the history of the Empire, but tell me about the sword of Khaless.
My father Tyrann is the one you need to ask about the sword itself, but I can tell you about the Fek'lhri. They are foul creatures without honor, who from the darkest depths of Greffor itself to do Molor's bidding. Be wary of the Fek'lhri. Those who die at their hands risk their souls. Molor was a tyrant who ruled QO'NOS in the time of Khaless the Unforgettable. He was so strong that no man could oppose him. Khaless joined with his true love, the Lady Lukara, to defend the city of Kamchi from Molor's soldiers. The warriors of Kamchi were afraid of the Fek'lhri and fled, leaving Khaless and Lukara to face 500 Fek'lhri alone. Khaless and Lukara fought for a day and a night and a day again. The floor of the Great Hall of Kamchi filled with an ocean of black blood and poisonous ichor. As the sun set on the second day, only Khaless and Lucario were standing. They had defeated the Horde and saved the city.
Yeah, highly unlikely, but yeah, Kablah too. The Emperor.
Khaless knew he would need a mighty weapon to defeat Moloch, so he left the protection of Kangchi to his lady love and went into the mountains. There, he forged the first battle. With this mighty sword, Khaless slew Moloch and banished his spirit to breath. Moloch rages and screams in his prison. He plots and plans for the day that he will rule the Empire again. Now he has sent his Fek'lhri back to QO'NOS to create chaos and death. They are the heralds of Moloch's return. If Moloch retakes the Empire, he will rule for 1,000 years. And all that will be left of the Klingons is dust and bones. Hey, do you wish to hear tales?
Well, that sounds pretty worrying. So we'll speak to Lore Singer Turan.
Do you wish to hear a tale of Khaless?
He tells you about Khaless, so we need to ask him about the sword of Khaless.
Khaless used his blade to defeat Moloch. He used it to force the Fek'lhri hordes to retreat to the hell from which they came. He used it to skin the serpent of Sol, and its might forced his brother, Morath, to submit to Khaless and return to the path of honor. There is no greater weapon in our history. With the sword of Khaless in my hand, I could face an entire fleet and win. After Khaless left this world for Stotacor, the sword was our greatest treasure, and the monks at Boreth kept it safe for Khaless's return. When the Herc conquered the Empire, they took the blade as a spoil of war, and we thought it lost forever. Many have searched for the blade, but its place of honor in Boreth remains empty. I hear stories that say Worf, son of Mog, went on a great adventure once with his beloved and the great Dahar Master Kul. I have heard that they searched for the sword of Khaless, and some even say that they found it. When I ask Worf to tell me this story, he turns away without a word. Ask him yourself. Perhaps you would be more fortunate.
He's referring to a Deep Space Nine episode, which was sort of called The Sword of Khaless, actually. And, yeah, Core, Jadzia Dax, and Wolf went to the, Gamma Quadrant and found the sword in a Herc vault. And they turned on each other, and then he left the sword behind in the Gamma Quadrant to be found again.
I win.
So we're going to speak to Wolf.
Fight with honor.
There is a battle brewing on the horizon.
You speak of the Fek'lhri.
What do you know of the Fek'lhri?
Fight with honor.
So we can, we'll ask him all the questions, and then we'll get to the green one, which we'll just do it. So tell me about the Sword of Khaless.
That is a task for the lore singers. Suffice it to say that it has power beyond that of a normal weapon. Not only can it rend flesh and bone, it can control hearts. To my regret, I found that I was not up to the task of being the sword's master.
Fight with honor.
Tell me about your search for the sword.
This is a story that I am loath to share without good reason. However, I know you to be honorable and a friend of the House. I do not believe you would ask without reason. I accompanied Daha Master Kor and Jadzia Dax on a search for the sword of Khaless. Kor had uncovered information during his time as a diplomat to Vulcan that he believed would lead us to the sword's location. He was correct. We found the sword on a hurt world in the Gamma Quadrant. The sword brought the dark sides of our natures to the surface. We argued over who was to keep the blade. I might have even done the unthinkable and killed for the blade, if Jadzia had not been there to stop me. Kor and I realized that the sword of Khaless was too powerful for any man to wield. It had divided us. It would have divided the Klingon people as well. We agreed, for the good of the Empire, to transport the blade into deep space. If Emperor Khaless had not been successful, it would be there still. Fight with honor.
Tell me about the Emperor.
The Emperor has been troubled by the circumstances surrounding his return to QO'NOS. The Emperor is a clone, created by the clerics at Boroth in an attempt to unite our people. He has served as a moral guide and an inspiration to many over the years, but as time passed, he grew dissatisfied. He wanted to be more than a shadow of glories past, of victories won by another. Khaless sought a quest to prove himself. He convinced me of his sincerity, and in return, I revealed to him the last known location of the Sword of Khaless. Emperor Khaless left QO'NOS last year to search for the sword. In returning it to our people, he hopes to prove that he is the rightful heir to Khaless, the unforgettable. Fight with honor.
Do you believe the Fek'lhri are the same enemies from our past?
The Fek'lhri share many characteristics with our ancient enemies. However, one of the things I learned during my time in Starfleet was that things are not always as they seem. Maybe that the true enemy is hiding behind legends until they choose to reveal themselves. Fight with honor.
Okay, so do you know where the Emperor is now?
The Emperor contacted me recently. The course of his ship would put him in the SANEK system now. Be wary. The Breen have overrun that system. Khaless is an inspiration to us all, but as a modern warrior, you may find that he needs assistance. However, if you seek the Sword of Khaless, you must find the Emperor.
We are ready to go to the SANEK system on your orders, Captain. Beam up to the ship.
Fight with honor.
Over to Lee Wolf.
Fight with honor.
I hope that's not going to be constantly bugged out. I'm just going to fight with one, because that's just going to get on my bloody nerves. Captain, sensors are picking up readings of destroyed Klingon fleet in the area, but there's one ship remaining, trying to get a fix on it. It's the Buff, Captain. It's the Buff, sir. The Emperor's ship attempted to hound them now.
Come to join the fight, have you? Good. There is no better companion than a Klingon warrior. The Breen attacked our group as we attempted to pass through this area. My ship is badly damaged, and we have detected reinforcements inbound. See if you can intercept them, and my people will try to get this hunk of junk moving again.
Damn, that sun is pretty bright. Captain, there is another attack group en route to our position. The buff is heavily damaged, but we should expect to do most of the fighting. Then it is our honor then. The Marine flagship responsible for destroying the bulk of the fleet is moving this way, sir. Let's show them what it means to be Klingon. Crap.
Rule 217. You can't free a fish from water.
So true.
Target's shields have failed.
We're being held by the KDF. Captain, putting it on the main viewer now. The Breen have sent over boarding parties during the last attack. We could use a few more strong warriors. Shall I head over and help the Emperor? You know he's a clone. Meh. He's still the Emperor. I'm still, even though I'm gone, I am a Klingon. And they conquered my people. What can I say? We have long memories. Debris all over the section of the ship, Captain. We should clear them out before we proceed to the bridge. The Breen are without honor. Hey, we're lizards together, aren't we? Pretty sure you're lizards. Yeah, so the Klingons, they're quite an honourable bunch. Yeah. Even though I am gone, I still have to follow the code of honour. Mine was deeper than theirs, huh? There are reports of damage in main engineering, Captain. Continue. We go down to main engineering. Warp core is going critical, Captain. We need to try to stop the breach. One of Monarch and Show. Very goonish. She speaks to the chief engineer.
Thank you for your assistance, but we don't have time to enjoy the glory of battle. The breed has done a significant amount of damage to the warp core. Containment is failing, and there will be a breach unless we can bypass the damaged conduits.
Very well. Then bypass them we will. Right. The console we need. You know, not an engineer. We have bypassed the damaged conduits, but we also need to regulate the antimatter flow for the rest of the core if the bath is ever going to leave the system on its own power. I'm cold-blooded, so it doesn't matter to me. Hello, fellas. Negative power outputs. The warp core is now back online, fully functional, Captain. Ship sensors indicate that the remaining Breen boarding parties have attempted to take the bridge. We need to stop them from taking the ship and the Emperor. The Breen our boarding parties are on the bridge, Captain. We need to protect Emperor Khaless. And he's completely right. Because if the Emperor dies, we'll be blamed. To the bridge. There's the Emperor. And there is Toft Meh. To the Emperor.
stout warrior and a fine commander. A true tribute to the Empire. However, I fear that you are here for more than a good fight and a mug of blood wine. Tell the truth now. You are searching for the sword, aren't you? I have what you seek. However, you do not need the sword itself. Its power is over the heart, not flesh and bone. I know that Worf would not reveal my location without good cause, so your need must be dire. But you are a noble and honorable warrior, so I teach you what you need to do. Together, we will save the Empire.
Okay, so speak to Jumpog.
You have returned the Emperor to the Empire. Now you must do what he asks of you, or none of us may survive the Fek'lhri onslaught. Heed the call of... You have returned the... Serve the Empire well.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
So we return to our ship. Oh, Scooby, what's going on? But that is the that's Destiny I haven't done with then. So we are done with that mission. So when we come back for part 11, we shall go do Afterlife. The barge of the dead awaits its newest passenger, you. And we will face off. Which will be fun, of course, and that will be part 11. So thank you very much for watching. May the force be with you, and Coppola, and I shall see you in part 11. Ciao.